الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Today we will speak about Surah Al Asr. Well, Asr, by the time. Consider the time. إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ. The man is in loss. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. Except those who believe. وَآمِنُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. And except those who do righteous good deeds. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ. And except those who exhort the truth. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. And accept the people who keep patience. This short surah contains the basic teachings of all Quran briefly. And this short surah summarizes what the Quran wants to say to us. Actually, when we explain the whole that surah, this surah contains all brief meanings of the Quran. That's why Imam Shafi said, Imam Shafi is one of the great Imams, Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Shafi, Imam Malik, Imam Hanbal. And that's why he says, if no other surah had been revealed, this short chapter, this short surah, would have been enough for the happiness of the people in both worlds. That's why the Bayhaqi narrated, and he said, when the companions joined in gathering, they didn't usually leave there without reciting the Surah Asr. So it is very important to understand this surah. What does this surah say? Well, Asr, by the time, or consider the time. When Allah gives an oath on something, this means reflect on it. For example, there are some ayah like that. Well, Fajr, consider the dawn. Or Shams, consider the sun. وَالتِّينِ وَالزَّيْتُونِ, consider the fig and olive. وَالْقَمَرِ, consider the moon. And here Allah says, وَالْعَصْرِ, consider the time. Time in Arabic language, we have different words which is the same meaning with time. For example, are there some Arab brothers or sisters here? Arab brothers and sisters? But also maybe in your language, Zaman means also time. Waqt means also time. Dahir means also time. But Asr means also time. But Asr is a kind of time which is between two restricted things. Because when we look at Arabic, the linguistic of that word, ta'sir, ta'assur, iktisar, inisar, asare, mu'sirat, they are all coming from the same word. Ta'assur means to be pressed together. Ta'sir means to press something, to make tight something. Iktisar means to press something in order to have water from it. For example, asare means a fruit press engine. So, also inisar means when you psychologically depressed, it's inisar. So Asr, so also Surat Al Asr is the time between the day and the night. So it is in the middle. So Asr means a kind of time between two things, between the birth and the death. So Allah says here, consider the time. Consider the restricted time. Consider your life. Your life is restricted. Consider the people's life. People are dying. And the second meaning of here in the tafsir, also consider the time means trying to understand the time. Try to understand what kind of century are you in. Try to understand the conditions of this century. So, the second verse, إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ. So, there is a connection between the first ayah and the second ayah. Allah says, well, Asr, consider the time, and when you consider the time, you will see that إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ. The man is in loss. The man is losing. You are losing. You are losing your time. And the people are losing. إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ. The life is very short. And according to the second meaning, if you don't understand the conditions of the life, what kind of century, what is the technology and that kind of things for this world, you will be the loser. So try to understand your time. You are going to lose. Individually, you are going to be loser, or sociologically, you are going to be loser. For example, if we don't understand our time, and if we go to history, if we look to texts, and if we don't come from the history to that century, we will be losers. So if you don't try to solve your problems according to Quran and Sunnah, you are going to be a loser. And if you know the Quran and the Sunnah, but if you don't know the time, you are going